Hi everybody, it is a day late, but here's my aftermath where it finished West Ham United 2, Bournemouth 0. I still have a little bit of a cold, so if I cough or whatever in the video, I am sorry. I'm getting better though, on the mend. It's not COVID though, I haven't even bothered to test, I just haven't been feeling too good. Look, West Ham won that game, but I'm not sure how to feel about it. I never felt that we were going to lose, but at the same time, if we were playing against a more clinical team, we would have had it handed to us. We just needed to get the win and get ourselves back into a good position in the league, and we did just that. It's a funny old season, like I've said before, because we've jumped from 17th to 10th with this one win, and we can still fight for a European place because of this win. I felt that in the first half we were very good. We limited Bournemouth, but in the second half Bournemouth really came at us and just didn't make most of it. Like I say, a more clinical team would have punished us on the day, and it is what it is for as far as Bournemouth's concerned. If I were a Bournemouth fan, I'd be pretty pissed off about this result, and I'm going to tell you why in this video. One change was made to the West Ham team. Fornals out for Benrahma. Down stayed in there, and it looked like a 4-3-3 formation. What was going to become apparent was that Downs would be playing as like a 10 rather than a holding. And I think, to be fair, if I were to summarise, he did well in that 10 role, but it's not his natural position. We are clearly lacking Lucas Paqueta right now. With him, we'd have a bit more flair and technical skill about us, but hey-ho. Just got to wait a little longer for him to come back. And we'd have a Bowen, Scamacca and Benrahma link. 3 very good players in our front three. Johnson was still in at right back. I didn't think he had a good game overall, but Zuma and Kura did what he had to do. Kura made a couple of mistakes, but he cleaned up when he had to clean up. And Cresswell, I thought, had a decent game as well. Could see a Bowen and Scamacca link in the first half. You could tell that Bournemouth wanted a draw because they were just parking the bus quite a lot. And when Bournemouth forced us to pass back, they tried to come onto us a bit. Down shot was blocked and Cresswell fired it over after that. Souček had some forward movement and he even had a shot at a goalkeeper, which was saved. And it was offside, but still, it looked promising. Benrahma had a lot of energy and made a big contribution. Scamacca was getting into good build-up positions, but he was closed down the final third a lot. But his movement and back to goal, it was the stuff of dreams. Souček then made quite a costly error. He gave the ball away to Solanke, who broke, and with a counter. However, it was saved by Fabianski, and we got off the hook. 3 Bournemouth players went down in that first half, actually, including goalkeeper Neto and Dominic Solanke, who then had to go off with a leg injury. Kiefer Moore came on to replace him. There onwards, Zuma scored just before half-time, and the deadlock was broken. They all count. I don't really care who scores or how it goes into the net. It went in. And there was quite a scuffle in the box, so I couldn't tell who scored. It was actually Thomas Souček who got the assist. I thought it was Flynn Downs. But when VAR went to check at it, it looked like Kura had volleyball punched it up into the air, and then Zuma flicked it into the net. If it had been like that, it wouldn't have been given. There's a very strict law. It's like Rule 12 of the handball laws and of the Premier League rulebook. Said it was okay. Kura's hands were down, so I think that's why it wasn't disallowed. Bournemouth fans were clearly annoyed. Gary O'Neill even went to the referees at half-time and shouted at them for it. But, you know, going in to the break 1-0 up was obviously very promising. In the second half, Neto had to come off and on came Mark Travers. Neto just couldn't keep on going. He couldn't even kick the ball anymore. We kept shooting from far out and there was no need. Like Benrahma striking from far out when he's got 2 of the players next to him. There's no need for that at all. He put in an excellent shift, but he didn't need to strike from that far out. Lerma should have been sent off for a high tackle on Scamacca. Studs deep into the higher part of his shin bone. No, wasn't sent off. Bournemouth made a double sub and put on Jaden Anthony and Jordan Zamora. Rice tried from distance and forced Travers into a good save, but we were putting pressure on the defence at this point. Antonio came on for Scamacca. Antonio didn't really do much for the rest of the game, and they're concerned that we're becoming a bit clumsy in our defence. Kura started to become clumsy with his fouls. Bournemouth fouled us quite a few times. Bournemouth did impress and they had more space to work with, more of the ball. They had more possession. I think they had about 71% possession in that second half alone. at one stage, and West Ham was put to work. Fornals came on for Flynn Downs, Sofel came on for Bowen, and Bowen had to come off because he just didn't look up to it. I'm sorry, but he didn't, and he hasn't looked up to it all season. I don't know what's wrong with him right now. He had goals in back-to-back games, but other than that, it's just not been what he was last season. He hasn't been that clinical. Downs put in a really good performance. When he made that tackle in the second half, the whole ground was like applauding it, saying he's really getting stuck in there. In the 90-minute mark, Zamora went to tackle Sofal and had his arms like that when he was coming in for the tackle. Well, I suppose trying to balance himself when he slides in, but it was deemed a handball. It was given. Benrahma took the penalty, put it in the net, finished 2-0. Just had to win the game, I guess. Suppose you just take them all. A win is a win. Like I said before, take it, accept it. Benrahma needs to start on that wing from now on. What more has he had to have done? How he's not started at this point, I don't know. But he really changed the game. Benrahma really made a difference. And he had a very good game. Flynn Downs, Shalukas Kamaka, Kurt Zouma also get shout-outs because they played really well. Thank you very much for watching this very quick aftermath. If you like it, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to sub for more content. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all soon.